Welcome everybody to inFamous 2. We're finally here. inFamous 2. Continue your inFamous 1 story. Evil Karma. We're going to continue on with the call we just finished up with in inFamous 1. Go check out the play of that if you haven't already. Full stream is over on fdo4streams.com. You can see all the different archives of that. It's also on Twitch past broadcasts. We are starting inFamous 2 with level 1 Karma. We have extra XP and we have extra energy storage as well. Just because of everything we did in inFamous 1. Hey Alex, how's it going? inFamous 2, I'm pretty excited about this.
Dropped out of college and got a job as a bike courier. Mostly just
Recap, also new voice actor for Cole.
I was someone you'd never notice. Just a guy delivering packages to folks you'd never know. And then one day, a package found me.
I'll be quiet for this.
Thousands died. 5 square blocks, smashed into rubble. And at the center was me. Alive, but changed. But no one could have seen what was coming. Back then, Empire City was in quarantine. It had gone to hell. Other people with power started showing up, and it was my job to sort through it all. Find out who had given me that package, and why. Hell, even my best friend turned his back on me to try to get powers of his own. But in the end, I found the man responsible. Kessler. He explained everything through a vision of the future. A beast is coming. A monster only I can defeat, provided that I am strong and ready to face him. A month later, I met Lucy Quo.
New stuff.
She somehow knew all about the beast. In fact, she had come to help me prepare. Claimed her friend Dr. Wolf had worked on the Ray Sphere prototype, and that he could amplify my powers. All I had to do was go with her down to New Marais. I need those powers. The beast is coming, and I will be ready.
I didn't realize they reused so many inFamous 1 images
Man, I
though.
tell you, Cole, that
Graphics
lady,
are
Cole,
improved.
She doesn't mess around, huh? First boat out of town? Chick's got some connections.
This is gonna be a short-term visit, man. We're just gonna get in, I'm gonna get some new powers, and then we're gonna come right back.
Come on, man. You deserve to relax. We're going to New Marais.
Hey, I need to be back here and ready when it shows up, Zeke.
Trust me, Cole, you will be ready when you're done working with Dr. Wolf.
Work? Easy, Quo. When we get there, we're gonna be about the 3 B's. That's beer, boobs, and mechanical bullets.
Gentlemen, I don't think that you understand the scope of what is going on here.
And here we go.
What is going on?
I really like the opening to this game. I think it's a very strong opening. And obviously we're jumping straight into it. Sly Cooper symbol right on the back of Cole's bag. Let me full screen everything. Okay. Here we go. Already got our evil powers, which is cool.
We had a deal. This boat is leaving.
Relax. I got time for this.
So as you can see, vast improvement graphically over the previous game. Vast improvement. And yeah, L1 and fire now doesn't do what it used to do. It now does that. Which is like way different. I don't even remember if you can do the normal bolts anymore. Look how big our blast is. There's a lot of improvements just straight off the bat. And yeah, you don't have like the fast firing bolt anymore like the first game. It seems to be much more heavy projectiles, which is pretty cool. Start menu is pretty stripped back in this game. We don't have the back access to the back button yet. We've got jump, which feels similar but improved from Infamous 1. A few things about this game that I do like over Infamous 1. Even though I think Infamous 1 I like better overall, there are many, many vast improvements to this game which I do prefer over the first. First being the graphical improvement. I think the game looks much better, much cleaner. Still running at 720, but seem to have a better aliasing, better detail, and there we see our first glimpse of the Beast.
You have to stop him. Yep, right here, man.
And yeah, Alex, it is interesting that we get the amp in this game. You said that, not sure why they had to add the lightning rod sword. Well, the amp is meant to be a way for Cole to amplify his abilities through a combat mechanic like melee. I don't personally like it. I think it's an unnecessary thing, and I won't be using it a huge amount. You saw how very little I used melee in the first playthrough of this game. It wasn't a lot. It won't be a lot in this game. However, I think it's worth talking about pretty soon how Cole went through a pretty radical design change in this game. So his voice actor is different, his outfit is a little different, and they actually completely changed the character's design to look a little bit like Nathan Drake, if I'm honest. He was kind of like a, you know, action hero looking guy. Look at this. This is an awesome way to start a game. I just want to say, what an awesome way to start a game. Just incredible. And there we are, hovering. Oh, oh my god. And yeah, they completely changed his look to be this kind of dark, long. Well, it wasn't long haired, but he had hair. Like it was kind of spiked up hair. And yeah, they completely changed his design, and there was a huge backlash from the Infamous 1 fans. I remember being a part of the community at the time, and Podcast Beyond, Greg Miller, Colin Moriarty, when they were still at IGN, they were outraged at this change to this character that they loved from Infamous 1. And it wasn't Cole anymore. Like, it looked like a new character, which is why I think they made a new character for Infamous Second Son for PS4. This is called Ionic Storm in this game. That's why I kept calling it that in the first game. And yeah, they changed it completely. The design was not Cole anymore. And after the outrage, they changed it back to look like Cole. They dulled down some of the colors, changed some of the outfit, gave him more of his yellow coat back, which we've already seen. It's more of a grey-white color now, but hey.
That was impressive.
So that's our first fight with the Beast. We heard about the Beast at the end. Well, we heard about him a couple of times in Infamous 1, specifically at the end. Kessler told us that one of the big reasons he came back in time was to try to stop the Beast. I didn't jump then, but hey, game did it for me. I do agree he looks younger in this one. I actually like his design as this right here way better than I do the Infamous 1 design. It just seems more refined. It looks like what you would imagine Cole in HD to look like. Even though the first game was HD, this seems more a refined version. I'm not a big fan of what they changed Zeke into in this game. Like, he's like... But I understand why they changed his design in this game. He still looks and sounds like Zeke, but they made him green. Like, his outfit is green, and green's like my least favorite color. But hey, we good.
The Beast had drained me, broken my powers.
It's like a Metroidvania when at the start of the game they take everything away from you.
I almost wish it was. The Beast had just put itself back together. And now Empire City is dead.
So the entire first game, gone.
Our ship ran for it, fleeing south to New Marais.
Being destroyed.
Kept their distance, whether from respect or fear, I don't know. Either way, I was alone. Others kept busy, acting out their routines as if it would make the world right again.
I would say that Cole in this game looks more like he does in his comic book cutscenes, like on here. He looks more like that in game. More chiseled, I guess, is the way to describe him.
I had fought it with everything I had. And it wasn't enough. That needed to change. The next day I went to work.
And there's the
helped
amp.
Zeke create a device to focus my powers. Hell, he'd do anything to be friends like we used to be. Agent Quo gathered intelligence on the Beast. Town after town was lost as it traveled down the coast. She also used her contacts to requisition a smaller boat. New Moray was in lockdown. Wouldn't let anyone in. We were gonna have to sneak in through the swamp.
Love the cutscenes again.
I don't know if you've ever let someone down, got your ass kicked, or straight up failed. But those are the moments that define us. They push you further than you've ever thought possible and force you to make choices. No matter
Damn
what
right.
the cost.
Really nice logo too. I think there is so much Sucker Punch did right with this game as a sequel. I think it's like a perfect sequel. Of course, there's things that we don't like about it, and there's things that aren't quite as good or impactful as the first game. But one of the things I really do like is this huge countdown constantly telling you how many miles the Beast is from arriving in New Moray, where you are. And Cole has tattoos. Did he have tattoos in the first game? I don't remember. It was so low quality. I can't believe this is on the same hardware.
When you go to talk to Wolf, everything is going to become completely...
Zeke! Zeke, catch the engines!
What's up?
Militia blockade. We get any close and their artillery will sink us.
I guess it's time I go introduce myself.
Overall, this
Wait up,
game
man.
just feels better combat and
Shit.
gameplay-wise too. It's just much tighter,
And you're sure
less
it's right?
floaty.
I hope so. Give her a try.
And then this is, of course, the controversial amp.
Oh, I'll be damned.
Wow.
Cool.
What is that thing?
I call it the amp.
Good work, Zeke.
Thanks, brother. Go have some fun.
This is gonna make a hell of an impression.
The reason they added it was to try to introduce more melee combat into this game, and you can use it a lot more for that, and you'll see me using it a lot more for that reason, because they kind of felt like punching with your fists or having the blades, which I never even unlocked in the first game, as melee was just not very cool. And you can see we're already starting to look a little bit evil. Our clothes are kind of dull, washed out. We've got the red going on, and we've got a section of XP already into the orange. They go for more of a light blue and orange to show inFamous and Hero in this game, which is interesting. Here is the powers menu, redesigned completely from the first game, and you can see that the big karmic boosts are involved with these. You get, XP for killing civilians. I've never been evil in this game before, so this is going to be really fun. I've never played this game as Evil Cole before. Bolt chain, really cool. Bioleech Overload, look at that. The animations are just so improved. And then these are a bunch of undiscovered powers. These are the amp powers, which I'll most likely leave. But again, there are a lot of melee monsters in this game. You do fight monsters in this game and mutants, which is a big change from the first game. All being kind of humans and conduits. A couple of cool ionic powers to unlock. Talking about the grenades here. The cover system is back, a little bit improved. We've got the Alpha Blast. You can see it's much bigger, much wider than it was in the first game, just to start off with. You get some pretty cool upgrades to that later on. Again, I haven't seen Evil Cole stuff in this game, so it's going to be pretty interesting. And then Alpha Bolt, which is kind of the much smaller bolt, which we'll upgrade with time. Which, of course, is like this. It's much faster now we've lost our powers. Kind of back to where we were in inFamous 1. But overall, if you've watched the inFamous 1 series, you can already tell how much better the quality is of this game. The textures, just the fidelity. This is, again, still running on PS3, still running at 720, but it just looks much, much cleaner, much better. And one thing as well, this game is far more colourful. That's one of the things I like about it. At times, inFamous 1 looks like a black and white movie, which is not a bad thing, but hey.
I took a leave of absence.
Why's that? I mean, you seem pretty...
Animations of just Cole look
The
better
NSA
too.
plans to deal with the Beast by deploying the military. Wolf has a better plan. He invented race sphere technology. You want enough power to defeat the Beast? He is your man.
You see that? It's a really cool shock. When you shock them, they you can see their like
How could they let a bunch of hick
skeletons,
bastards
which is
take
pretty
over
cool.
city?
It's a shame I don't seem to have bio leech yet, so I'll just shock him. But yeah, I think this game is an improvement on the first in many ways, but still lacks some of the soul and the heart of the first game. I still I still think this is an improvement. Here's the melee combat, as you saw, which is pretty good. It's actually a fairly good system, but it loses the it loses the I don't know, the idea of you being the powerful weapon. Like, you as Cole is just always the powerful weapon. We need to drain electricity, don't we? Again, slight improvement in this game. Again, they seem to change the... It isn't as red anymore. The evil powers, it's much more of an orange color.
Yeah, good. I could take all these guys out at once.
Here's our first karmic choice.
Yeah, and the women and the children and the pets.
I'm very excited to play this game. I remember just loving some parts of it. How do I blow it up? Oh, I overload this. So, if I overload this, you stop at green, that's the good choice. Keep going into the red, and you blow up the entire town. And karmic choice. And that's what we just did to the entire town. And that's the end of inFamous 2.
What have you done?
Things tend to blow up around him. You get used to it.
No, of course not. But, yeah, I don't know why they made the choice to go for this much more kind of deep orange kind of color for this. I believe it's because of something that happens later in the game. Spoilers, you get other powers that aren't electrical based. One is kind of white-blue and the other is kind of dark red. So I suppose that's probably why they gave you those. So we can run over here, we can make our choice. Do we have an evil choice to make here? Called Bio-Leech. Of course, Bio-Leech is at the back. I do like that you can see the skeletons. That is a pretty cool thing. But it doesn't seem like doing this is giving us any evil karma choices. Oh, no, it is. It is. If you look at the karmic thing. There we go. But hey, I still think the evil powers look really cool. And we've got all of our powers back. That we know and love. They're just much weaker than we remember them right now. Because, of course, this is a sequel and they have to start you underpowered. And we still got grenade. Which is cool.
Cole, move! Move!
We're being mortared right now. Okay. Took a mortar to the face. I don't remember what to do here. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. I don't remember what to do. I think you have to jump on a boat.
Cole, move! Move!
We still have our roll. Cool. The shift in the color palette is the biggest change between this and one of the other guys. Sinks the river but destroying it. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just do this. Oh! Wow, 2 times in a row. We blew it up and got shot in the face with a rocket.
Cole, move! Move!
Whoa. There we go.
The mortar's out of commission.
And now we can go across the water. I feel like I do that every time I've played through this intro.
Okay, let us know when it's clear.
Again, I'm just so excited to play this game. I'm going to be sad when this is over.
something to rest right now. I created the militia. Not for me, but for you.
Okay.
For your protection.
Of course, we got
Alright, now
grinding back. Wire riding. We're in a new city, but that doesn't, that doesn't mean nothing.
what the hell happened?
And another thing is, this is obviously taking place in New Marais, which is this universe's version of New Orleans. We had Empire City, which was this universe's version of New York City. But New Marais, in itself, seems to have just been hit by some sort of flood or hurricane activity, just like in the real world at the time when they were making this game. Katrina had just happened. We can do disabled turrets now, where we do that. I really wish they had done that so that would change color in this game. It's something that annoyed me in the first game, which is some of the actions you would do wouldn't reflect your karmic color. They would only be blue. I think that was fixed in Second Son, though. I think everything showed your karmic color if you did interactions with things. I mean, you could just stand at any point in this game, and it's just beautiful. I mean, it's such a unique setting as well. Which is strange that they went back to a city for Second Son. It was Seattle it was in, which is interesting. And then they are doing a Japanese feudal game next, which I think they're going to be amazing at a feudal Japan game. Very excited. Oh, I wanted to actually blast these guys off. There we go. He got back on the turret, of course he did. See you later. Bye-bye. The gameplay feels similar to inFamous 1. I'm playing this obviously straight after playing inFamous 1. But it does just feel that little bit tighter, a little bit more tuned. And here we are in New Marais.
Okay, guys, clear to dock.
Nice. We will come to you and then head up for Wolf's lab.
And these are the new end of mission screens. A lot more floral design going on here. You could say it's more hip and cool.
Militia sure has changed this town.
But hey,
Ain't
it's a
nothing like
it's
it
a
used to
taste
be.
thing.
Remember?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember New Marais. Came here 4 years ago while learning how to climb. After the flood, half the buildings were abandoned. It was a haven for urban exploration. Hell, even Zeke manned up and gave it a try. Oh, it was great. See, in any other city you start to climb, you got maybe 10 minutes before the cops show up. But here, well, police had their hands full with other things. Place was lawless. It was raunchy, and except for the hangovers, it was goddamn effing. But not anymore. Now these redneck assholes strut up and down the street, eyeballing everybody, looking for deviants to punish. Tension's thick. People here, they're ready to explode. Somewhere in this gorgeous corpse of a town is the key to amping up my powers. These pricks, they're gonna try to get in my way, try to kill me to keep their town pure. I say bring it.
Zeke, you move that boat for a sign of trouble.
Aye, super spy.
You expecting a little action?
Well, the whole town is going to be on high alert thanks to your little massacre in the swamp.
I didn't see you complaining when I got the boat through in one piece.
You know what, Cole? You have so much power. Next time, use it wisely. And do me a favor, don't forget what it's like to be human.
But I'm not human. Am I? Not anymore. Oh, you don't understand what it's like. But you're right. I do have powers. And I use them.
Fine. Fine, let's just forget about this and move on to business. But can you just not mention this when I take you to meet Wolf? It's embarrassing.
Great story, great
Hey,
acting.
Dr. Wolf, I'm back in town. I have McGrath.
Good, very good. Unfortunately, I have a bit of bad news.
What? Are you all right?
Yes, but the militia searched my lab this morning and discovered the blast core I'd been hiding.
Okay, stay in your lab. We'll swing by the Wester's house. Get it back.
Damn!
Hit him with the grenade!
I mean, that wasn't a very good throw. That was a better throw.
That's right, sucker.
the town is just much more vibrant and alive than Empire City felt, but obviously that's what you're going to get from a sequel. You can already see just how different it is as of a city. And we can bio-leech. They give us some of the powers off the bat, which is good. There aren't substations in this game, if I remember correctly. We're not here trying to reignite powers and, you know, in different areas.
Do you mind clearing the way? Nice.
The West Lookout's just up ahead.
Hey, the car's still there, Quo. Hey, Quo. The car's still... There's now a dumpster in the way. I love the way Cole threw that. You see, it's like an underarm throw. I just ran out of power, though. But that just... Oh! That was some... Oh! Okay, this is a new thing as well. In Infamous 1, when you ran out of power, you were still able to shoot your normal thing. Not anymore. That's completely gone. You have to have power to do anything in this game. So if you run out of power, that's it. But even if I spam this, you see how slow our power goes down? In the first game, you had infinite of this, so this would never drain your power in the... See how it's draining just from me shooting this? And if I throw a grenade, it takes 2 off. It's a much more tuned and fine... You have to be very careful, basically, is what I'm trying to say, about using your powers in this game. Where's Quo? Oh, this is Quo. Hi, Quo.
Quo, the militia are back. They're trying to force the door to my lab.
Listen, Wolf, I'm on my way. Brad, you're on your own. The blast force goes purple.
How is this not killing him?
Find it. Go help Wolf.
Clear out the militia guarding the blast core. Will do'sville. I mean, I don't know where I'm going. Should I climb a building? Let's climb our first building in Infamous 2. Climbing works pretty similarly. There's a couple of new animations in here, but you can see it looks almost identical to the first game. Well, that just went straight over. What did he do that for? He just wanted to become some sort of, like, gymnast. What was that all about? Bit of melee action. I am running out of power here, so grab a bit more. Everything is much more destructible in this game too. Everything breaks apart really nicely. Physics engine works really nicely. And here it is.
Somebody! Help!
I know Wolf's in trouble, but you got time for this, right?
Nope. I got time for nothing.
Whoa, Wolf. Pretty sure I found it. Still at the lab?
McGrath, the shard's there. Oh, God.
Wolf!
Of course, we have blast shards again, just like in the first game, to collect to increase our power. These are them landing right now. Let's go. I love that they give you static thrusters from the get-go. It means you can do stuff like this at the start of the game, which is something that would have been impossible in the first game. Whoa! I'm dead. That rocket really messed me up. Let's go again. That was a better approach to this system, this encounter. Much better. Alright, let's keep moving. down to this building. Where did he go? Where is he? There he is. Bye-bye. Being evil, Cole, is just far too fun. Well, I guess this is the blast.
Wolf!
McGraw!
Dr. Wolf.
My God. You're just the same.
Same as who?
Kessler. The man who gave you your powers.
I know who Kessler is.
At the beginning, we were friends. He told me all about his plans for you. And the beast.
Well, then you know I failed. I couldn't stop it. Empire City is gone.
Yes, and it won't stop unless you expand your abilities. Become powerful enough to use this.
Another ray sphere.
No. Ray
It's a
field
ray field
inhibitor.
inhibitor.
I call it the RFI. Think of it as an anti-ray sphere.
So instead of giving powers, it takes them away.
Precisely. With that device, you can combat the beast. Subtract his abilities. Keep it safe.
Yeah. What about this?
Ah, blast cores. They power the RFI. They're batteries for the same energy that fuels all genetic mutation. Pass a current through it, and its energy will release into the nearest conduit.
Whoa, so this is gonna make me stronger.
Oh, Lord, yes, and that's just the first. Together we will defeat the beast.
Oh, enough of the pep talk, Wolf. Let's do this.
Okay, that's awesome. Great animation there. (1,132 miles from New Marais).
Right, run, bitches!
What happened?
Militia came back. Starting to haul you guys away. Quo's still off chasing the fellas with Wolf. So, what happened? That old guy slip you a roofie?
No. No, I actually think I might have a new power.
Really? Come on, let's see what you got.
What do we got?
Strut your stuff, Peacock.
Oh wow, okay. I don't remember this power at all. Look at this. That's awesome. Yeah, I don't remember that at all. We can just pick up cars now. Oh!
Yeah, that works.
It's been a long time since I've played this game. It's so awesome. Oh, hi, civilian. Bye, civilian.
Heads up, brother. Just spotted some cops poking around. With all the ruckus you've been causing, they might be looking for you. But think hard before you jump these guys. We need to make allies, not lose them.
I'm gonna break them. You ready for me to break these, please? Check this out. Why can't I do it? What's the power? There it is. I've forgotten already what the power is.
Took Wolf, but it's gonna take a while. In the meantime,
Here are the police
Cole, I
right
think
here.
you
See
should
them?
salvage
See
some
them?
of the fallout from Wolf's lab. We want to get to the
Boom.
militia.
So awesome. God, that's such a cool ability. You just pick up cars and trucks and vans and throw them around the world. Oh, yeah. Now that I like. So let's head towards the next mission. The map. This is the map. Again, looks very similar to the first game. It is pretty big. It's pretty big. They don't do the whole multiple islands thing. Places are locked off just to restrict the story. There's just these two sections of New Marais. And it's, this is more of the swampy kind of area, and you've got more industrial stuff going on over here. This is more of the city and downtown kind of area over here. And it's pretty big. It's a pretty big city. Let's go climbing. Who do you think you're shooting at? Shooting at me? Bye-bye. I don't think we have access to any of the other new powers yet, but we do now have access to reading a little bit about the R2 ability, Kinetic Pulse. Which is just showing us about that. And we don't have access to like anything else yet. It's a slow and steady gain. In terms of side missions and such, I won't be doing very many in this playthrough. I know in the first game I did all of the side quests on every island. That's not something I'm aiming to do in this game. I kind of want to just enjoy the story and the world and play the game a little bit more and not have to pad out the game too much. Found out that gets to me a little bit, just a little bit gets to me. I just threw a grenade at myself pretty much. So we'll just be playing the game kind of at my pace. If I decide to do side missions, I'll do them. If not, then I won't. The main reason I'll probably end up ever doing them is to get more XP to unlock things. I just saw a very blue thing down here. I was like, what the hell is this? Okay. Just raw electricity. It feels great to be playing this game again, though. Really good. I guess now that I'm like half an hour in, I should talk about some of the very interesting things that happened last night. The start of the least interesting thing is Season 2 of the Grand Tour started, and that was great. Really enjoyed the first episode of that. Focused mostly on the stuff they did with the petrol versus hybrid versus electric cars, which obviously ends in Hammond's crash, which got a lot of publicity when it happened. But really good episode. That aired last night, and then I went straight into watching the Game Awards, which we will talk about momentarily, because the Game Awards were really good.
One of Wolf's carrier
really
pigeons
good.
Up near the top of the clock tower. I need you to get it.
Sure. But, why?
Well, when Wolf was undercover with the First Sons, he used messenger birds to smuggle reports to his NSA contact, which was me.
So, he's not like your significantly older boyfriend or something like that?
I think the term that you're looking for here is father figure.
Hey, it's cool. I'm not gonna judge you.
So yeah, Game Awards were really good last night. Really good announcements. I'm very excited about Bayonetta 1 and 2 coming to Switch, and they announced Bayonetta 3. When Bayonetta 1 came out, I never thought we'd get Bayonetta 3. So, really cool. And the show in general was just really fun. Like, Jeff Keighley knows his shit. He just put a really good show together. It was very enjoyable.
There's no need to kill it. Do you got any stun type powers?
Where even is this bird? It's like it's meant to be... Oh, is it circling? There it is. Do I have a stun type power? I have that. Oh, we should climb up higher.
Gotcha. Hey, man, you climbed all the way up there. Might as well come down with style.
Like that? Like how it's so style?
Now, there should be a thumb drive attached to the collar.
I mean, I don't know where it is.
I've already sent you the encryption key.
Where did it even fall to? It's meant to be like right here. I don't see it. Did it fall on like a higher level of the tower? It's like meant to be like right here. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. What a weird place for it to fall.
Agent Quo, I feel quite confident that only you will be able to decode these messages, and that they'll prove to be invaluable evidence in your case against the First Sons. The world needs to learn about what's happened. Efforts must begin immediately to repair the damage done by the ray sphere. Damage for which I am ultimately to blame. Share these recordings with your contact in Empire City. Time is short.
It's a good start. I saw a whole flock of those birds escape from Wolf's lab after it blew.
Alright, I'll keep my eyes open.
Yeah, oh, while you're at it, I spotted some rayosite fragments near the tower.
Ray, what?
You know, the chunks of Earth irradiated during race for testing? Wolf seemed to think that you would know what to do with them.
Oh, right. Yeah, we call them flash shards.
What the hell just happened, Cole?
My body absorbs their energy. A couple more blast shards and I'll be ready to store more power.
Well, those things could be anywhere. Wolf's collection went sky high when the lab blew.
It's alright, I'll find him. Hey, listen, in that recording, Wolf mentioned you had a contact up at Empire City.
You knew him. Actually, his name was John White.
No way.
The NSA had a vague idea of what conduits were. They scanned every single field agent, and both John and I had the gene. We were logical choices to infiltrate the First Sun, so he was assigned to Empire City, and I got New Marais. We worked together to maintain our covers.
What did John tell you about me?
After the blast, his reports got a little sketchy. It all got kind of hard to believe. Of course, now that I've seen you and the Beast...
Yeah. It's taking a turn for the strange, all right.
So yeah, more Game Awards stuff. I was just letting the dialogue go. And they showed the new Breath of the Wild DLC. I don't know when or if I'm ever going to play that.
Hey,
I want to get back to that game at some
back when
point,
we came here the
but it's been
first
such a
time?
long time.
I got involved with, some unsavory characters.
Yeah, a little penicillin, it all cleared up.
Well, now it's your turn. A couple of them still have my number. They're looking for some help from the Electric Man.
Oh, God.
I guess you're famous, pal. Even in the ass end of the South.
Okay. So yeah, they showed off the new Breath of the Wild DLC, which is pretty cool. It seems to be another dungeon, and you learn a lot about the history of the champions. And they also showed that I think when you finish that dungeon, you finish the DLC, you unlock something called the Sheikah Bike Zero. I don't remember what it's called. It's a motorbike. Basically, you get a motorbike in a Legend of Zelda game, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty funny. I imagine some people will hate that, but it's, it's Sheikah Tech. It's not modern day. It looks kind of, like Sheikah Tech, so it makes sense. It's pretty cool. And there was just so many great announcements. Dreams, which is Medium Molecule's next game, got its first full-on trailer. We're going to see some more of that tonight at the PSX presentation, I think. I'm actually really excited for the PSX presentation to see if we see any more of Ghost of Tsushima, which is obviously by Sucker Punch, guys who made this game, and also if we see any more just general great PlayStation games. I mean, PSX is usually pretty good. I don't know what they've been saving for us. I'm hoping we see some more of Bloodborne 2, which is what I'm guessing Shadows Don't Die Twice, or whatever it was called. We saw like a little clip of a trailer from FromSoft that seemed to be suggesting Bloodborne 2. If that happens, I'm going to go crazy. Master Cycle Zero, that's the name of the motorcycle in... I just died. In Breath of the Wild. Loads of really good announcements, really good trailers shown. Jeff Keighley, like I said, knows his stuff and just put together a really fun show. It felt a little bit long, in my opinion. It was, it was long. I think it was 3-4 hours long. It was 5 a.m. here when it finished. Or maybe 4:30 or something. It was crazy how long the Game Awards went on for. But I couldn't look away even when the cringe was happening and even when weird stuff was going on, because I was enjoying it so much, which is... I've been similar-minded in other years, but this year it felt less over the top with the advertising, more focused on games, just really enjoyable overall. And they didn't have the dude, the Hydra shaving man out there going, oh, we're gonna save this, but they didn't really stick the whole advertising down your throat. They had a section where the stars of the new Jumanji movie had a little video where actually they referred to games a lot in it. because, you know, you got Jack Black. He talked about working with Tim Schafer, and The Rock talked about how he was in a game. I've never heard of it. Maybe we should play it on stream as like a gaming misery. But he was in a game from 2003, I think he said, by Midway, and he said that Game Informer gave him a 3 out of 10. I think it was way less cringy than previous years. Like, I feel like it was an award show, like really watchable. And Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice won 2 awards. I think it was for, I can't remember what the first one was for, but the second win was for performance, which I think is really well deserved. The woman who played Senua in that game, and even she said it on stage, is actually Ninja Theory's video editor, and it's her first time ever acting in anything, which I think is incredible because she does a great job in that game. And that game obviously deals with mental health and a lot of other crazy things. Right, we're going to kill the police down here. Here we go. No, stop. Thunder drop. They must have died from that. Where is... Hi. There we go. More karmic shifting. And, yeah, I didn't really want to stop watching. There was some really good parts in it. I really enjoyed it. There was a part when the guy who's making Get Out... Was it Get Out or Need a Way Out? Something like Way Out, something like that. Isn't Get Out the really good movie that came out this year? Anyway, it's the game where you can kind of do like co-op and like you're both escaping from like prison and stuff. And yeah, he goes off on one. His name's Joseph something, and he just started swearing. He started off by going "fuck the Oscars," and then he turned to Jeff Keighley and said, "Can I swear?" And Jeff was like, "Yeah." And then he just yells "fuck the Oscars" again, and says, "Dude, you've done such a good job. Fuck the Oscars." And then he kept saying it, and I was like, oh god, this is the part that everyone's going to remember. This is the part that everyone's going to remember. And I was laughing by the end of it because he just wouldn't stop. And literally, Jeff Keighley looked like he needed a way out because he just looked like he was in pain. That was the cringiest part of the night. And I wouldn't say I cringed at it. More, I was like, I found it humorous. And also, I feel like Jeff is never going to invite that guy back because he did that. He was just very passionate about his game, and even called out like his game is going to be a published EA game, and he called out EA for their loot box stuff. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Hey man, word is out. I got contacted by a cop and a junkie.
Wow, that's quite a fan base.
These people take you seriously, man. Helping them out will send a message. Look, New Marais is a fresh start for us. Clean slate.
Okay, all right.
Hey, these people pay attention. Especially when you got lightning coming out of your hands.
Karma's a bitch. I get it.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna send a message.
I'm going to send a message. So this is a karmic choice, I guess. Yeah, the new Jumanji movie is they get sucked into like an old video game, which isn't great. And there's obviously no Robin Williams in it. God rest his soul, because he made the first Jumanji movie.
These 2 scumbag brothers are malicious spies. I caught one so you can make
What is this voice?
The other's hiding in the swamp.
What? Okay. BioLeech the first brother. Where is he down here? Here he is. Okay, eliminate the second brother. Dude with a hat on. Okay, how the hell do I get into the swamp? I remember this being tricky because obviously Cole can't really touch water.
What you gonna do, freak?
There he is. See you guys later. Grenade Party plus 10 XP. That's a great name for like a combo. Oh, I'm out of power. Oh, hi. Oh god, I don't know what I can do when I'm out of I suppose that's why they give you the melee. Yeah, I have nothing. I have no way to do that, so let's try to get some power from this dude. Fire Leech is still overpowered, which is good. Just fully regenerates your power, which is good. Yeah, I like that it's OP. I think you should be overpowered if you choose the evil route. So where did this dude run off to? Here he is. What do? I eliminate this. I just eliminate him. He's trying to run away. I'm stuck on a... Here he is. Hello, purple hat. You know what? We're going to do something amazing. See you later. That was amazing, right? Next side missions until next upgrade. Guess we're going to be doing a lot of side missions, even though I said we're not. So there's a red thing on the map. Let's go find out what that is.
Damn, man. You hear that hippie-ass bucket drummer? Oh, I hate that crap. Do everyone a favor and put the fear of God into any street performer you find.
Oh,
I
yes.
hated the arts, pal.
I just don't like being forced to listen to their music.
Oh, I agree
Seriously,
with Zeke.
Who does?
Oh, I'm so glad this is a thing in this game that I don't remember. I would love to, like,
I keep hearing
silence.
your name around town, Cole. It's gonna be impossible to be anonymous.
I'd
much
love to
longer.
silence street
People
performers.
start asking for help everywhere you go.
Okay, well then let's hurry up and find Wolf.
I'm still on it. In the meantime, I think you should try flexing your power instead. Head for these coordinates.
Oh. Look at this. Got supplemental services. What is this? Experience of online games. What is online in this? I didn't know there was online functionality in inFamous. Downloading new UGC functionality. Is this the stuff where you could make levels or something? Or like, what was it, make levels? It's like do like user-generated content. Yeah, it's like little missions you can do, right? I remember this. Wow. Big cartoon. What? What is all of this? Gee, that was a lot of information they just threw at us. User-generated content. So this is all here. I'm pretty sure I never made any. Nope. It'd be cool if I made some back in when the game came out and we could go back to it. And let's see. Nothing else we can upgrade in here yet. Let's do a couple of side missions. I'm going to end up doing them all again, aren't I? Like the first game. They're just so good. Oh, no, wait. This is a user-generated piece of content. But I don't know if this gains us anything by doing it. Because side missions are still yellow. So I'm going to ignore the UCG stuff, even though it's made by Sucker Punch. Oh, well, we got a lot of red on our map right now. Let's go for the police over here. Oh, good. I have no power. Did they not all die from that? Where did the other guys go? Hi. Where did the other ones go? Here he is. But yeah, I really enjoyed the Game Awards. There's some really nice awards. They did an honorary award for a lady who I've forgotten the name of now, which is bad of me, who originally made games back in the Atari era, and she was one of like the first female programmers, coders to work on games, which she got an award, which I think is a really nice thing to do. And Andrew House from PlayStation, who has stepped down from PlayStation now, gave like a really nice kind of talk and speech, which was really cool. We had Zachary Levi come out and give an award, which was cool. He's going to be playing Shazam pretty soon. We had Aisha Tyler, one of my favorite presenters. She came out and did one. She's great. And we had Andy Serkis came out. He got call-outs for playing Snoke in Star Wars, which is really cool. I hope he gets a lot more to do in The Last Jedi. Snoke is a cool character, from what we've seen anyway. And yeah, they just had a really good selection of people presenting awards, really good games. The developers' speeches were really passionate. I don't know what just happened. I thought I died. I died then. I killed myself with a grenade. Oh, we got far to go. Can I not climb this tree? Oh, there we go. I should also talk about the stream. So, we've got a new schedule. Quest for Booty is probably ending tomorrow. Probably just a 2-part series because it's a pretty short game. And then we will be starting Ratchet & Clank Crack in Time, which is a game I've always wanted to play. I've always heard people rave about it. It's been like an amazing PS3 game, and I've never played it, but we will be playing that. Yeah, pretty soon. I think as early as next week. But Akami HD is taking over the Monday-Thursday slot. And obviously Akami HD isn't out on PS3 or PS4 yet. It's only out on like PS3 and stuff. So
this genius electrician guy.
that comes out next Thursday.
The militia, so they're trying to shut off his power. I said we'd help.
And that comes out next Thursday, but next Thursday Star Wars comes out, so I'll be going to see Star Wars when I would normally stream. So what that will mean is I'm either going to do a midnight stream of Akami HD or just an early stream of Akami HD. I'm just not sure yet. Either way, we'll figure that out, and then the schedule will return back to normal.
Hello. I rigged this substation to give you a massive
Nice tash.
an overcharge. Reach the generator while in that state, and you'll deep fry those malicious saboteurs. You'll lose the charge quickly if you touch the ground, so stick to power lines. Plenty of those around here.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. Oh man, this is not easy. I thought I just touched the ground. Did that not count? I've touched the ground a couple of times now. Do you have like a limited amount? Oh man, I don't see any power lines. I see one. Wow. That looked amazing. That was incredible. More side missions like that. That was quick, easy to do, fun. We get more XP. I'm gonna end up doing all the side missions, aren't I? I can already tell, even though I said, oh, I'm not gonna, I'll just focus on the story. These side missions are just too fun. And there we go. Another blast storage upgrade. And we'll go do this one, I think. I think that's the, there's some more up there. Which is probably, I don't know if we're going to head up there yet, because I think we should head to the next story mission. I'm surprised, actually, that none of the big publishers were at the Game Awards in terms of, like, announcing any big games. We didn't get anything from, like, not that I remember, anyway. Oh my god, what just happened? We didn't get anything from, like, EA or Ubisoft. It seemed to be much more indie announcements, or DLC announcements. I think Nintendo's Bayonetta 3 was probably the biggest, and obviously FromSoft's thing. Oh, we got Soul Calibur announcement, which I'm pretty excited about. Soul Calibur's like my favorite fighting game. I'm really bad at fighting games, but Soul Calibur was like my first fighting game, and there was some great Soul Calibur games that had famous characters in, let's say, and I hope they do something like that in Soul Calibur. Is this 5? I don't know what's the number Soul Calibur up to now. But that was a really good announcement. And the trailer for Death Stranding, Kojima's new game, was just breathtaking. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in that game. but man, it is incredible looking. Whatever they're planning to do, it's awesome. He was on stage, Kojima was on stage with Del Toro, and then Norman Reedus was on stage for a little bit talking about it as well. Really, really cool stuff. And do I mean button mashing games? I do. That's what fighting games are. Some fighting games are just fun to play. It's like, you know, time sinks.
Fresh supplies. Maybe you should help out. Know what I mean?
I don't like many fighting games, actually. It's very rare I like a fighting game. That's why I think, because Soul Calibur doesn't take itself super seriously. It's like got a fairly good story. That's why I like the first Injustice as well. Second, not so much. Okay, we're going this way. Okay, you just rocketed me before I could even do anything. So I have a bunch of grenades. Now let me please charge up. I need to get back to playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2 as well. I've been super busy in my free time working on an animation, spoilers. But it's a pretty big piece I'm working on, and there's a lot of learning involved in it. And I'm spending most of my free time doing that. Oh god. A rocket just passed by me and I'm out of juice. Let's go to town on these guys. Do a little melee action. Here we go. See, that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Okay. I think we should head for the next story mission. Evolution. Or Evolution. You can pronounce it any way you want. And I'm pretty excited for the PSX conference as well. See what new stuff PlayStation will show. I'm assuming we'll get a new trailer for God of War. Always is happening. And what else are gimmies? I wonder if they'll do any more Last of Us. Maybe not after the last trailer. Maybe they'll leave off that for a little bit. Show off maybe some more of their indie support. Maybe some more VR titles. I don't know what else Sony can do right now. Like they're already doing great, so I don't really know what else we need right now. I feel like I would really like another Spider-Man trailer, so maybe we'll get that. My big thing about Spider-Man is I hope Mr. Negative isn't the only villain, or isn't the main. Well, maybe he is the main villain. I don't know. He's such a new villain. I don't know much about him. And I know he's okay from what I know, but I would prefer... I don't know, I would prefer a more varied cast of villains, like so that the game takes place over eras or arcs, and you fight a villain in a different one, almost like an anthology-style game, where you're playing Peter Parker throughout his life, doing different things. I know that isn't going to happen, but I just think that would be really cool. Electricity. I got him, right? I got him. I'm pretty excited for that Insomniac Spider-Man game though, because I feel like we need a good open world superhero game like inFamous is right here. Like, we need one of those, and we haven't had one, I feel like, in a really long time.
Wolf had speculated that absorbing blast cores might expose some of your dormant powers.
Alright.
Pincable. cunning electrical attack that strikes enemies from 3 sides simultaneously. Oh, that's not working.
How do I activate them?
I think the key is to stress your body by using your powers in different ways.
So I just mix it up while I'm frying the militia? That's it?
Try it out. I spotted a squad hold up near your position.
I wonder if we'll get any, like, new game announcements. I'm trying to think of other Sony studios that haven't released
Militia found themselves some more deviants. If you don't do something,
anything recently. I think all of them, we know what they're doing. Oh, maybe we'll see some more of Shadow of the Colossus. Oh, man. Every time they show that game, I get more excited to replay it again. I know I've only just played it on the stream, but I can't wait to replay that in February. In HD remake glory. Shoot at me again. Shoot the rocket at me again. Do it. Shoot the rocket at me again. Please. Please shoot the rocket at me again. Look. Right. I wasn't actually ready for it that time. Shoot it again. Shoot the rocket. Come on, I'm taking a lot of damage here. Just shoot the rocket. I ran out. Right, I want to explain my thought process there. That failed. I was going to blast it back. I didn't realize I'd ran out of power. I should probably keep an eye on the UI. That's what it's there for. Or the HUD. Whatever you want to call it. A UI designer made the HUD, so... just the UI encompasses everything. Okay.
Militia found themselves some more
I don't want to... I've already seen this.
Those folks are going to be target practice.
Oh good, I've fallen off. Defeat 6 enemies, okay. Defeat 6 enemies. We stuck that guy. How is he not dead?
Yeah, feels about...
Okay. Pincer bolt. There we go.
Right?
And that is Pincer bolt.
Not too shabby, brother. Gonna miss your other lightning, though. Had a classic feel to it.
Switching back, pretty easy.
Oh, look at this. So Alpha Bolt, we can switch back to being like this. That's pretty cool.
It stands to reason that your other powers should be able to grow in similar ways.
Alright, this is great, Quo. I'll monkey around a bit, see what I can come up with.
I like that Cole just said monkey around a bit. Finish your attacks. Anything else unlocked, or is that it? So that's a melee power, right? Yeah. Not gonna waste on that right now. Okay, this double grenade. To unlock this power, get a carnage stunt. Destroy 4 cars in 4 seconds. Detonation Blast. Get 5 Watch Your Step stunts. And Artillery Bolt. Get 5 Climbing Assault stunts. Defeat an enemy while climbing. So I like that you have to do things to unlock things. That's really cool. Megawatt Drain. Finish 10 side missions. Gigawatt Drain. Finish 30 missions. So it seems like these upgrades to our power here and such is to do with how many side missions we do. And down here, finish 60, and we get a pretty good sense of blast shards. And nothing we can do here yet. We gotta wait until our karma has shifted. Let's do a couple of the stunts that the game just told us about.
Well, I'm glad you're making progress, Cole, because I'm not. I lost the trail on Wolf, and the clock is ticking. Once the militia get what they want out of him, he is as good as dead.
We ain't gonna take down the beast without that guy. He's the whole reason we're here.
Calm down. If we can get Bertrand to talk, he'll know where Wolf is.
Who?
Joseph Bertrand, the leader of the militia. He's an elusive guy most of the time, but tonight he's giving a speech in front of St. Ignatius.
Don't think we got a choice. We need to grab that fella after his speech, find out where he's hiding Wolf.
Okay, time to meet Mr. Bertrand.
Is this the mission where we have to climb on top of his car? I don't remember. Sure, I'm just looking for some militia to start doing some stunts with. I think there should be some on this roof over here. Here we go. Okay. Let's keep searching for more. Oh, they landed on that roof. Cool. One thing I'm hoping for in the Insomniac Spider-Man game is just a really good traversal system, because I love how you can traverse around the cities in these Infamous games. And I think I would really have liked to see Sucker Punch do another superhero game, but obviously they're doing Ghost of Tsushima, and I think that I'm really excited for that. Like, I want a feudal Japan game far too much. Like, more than I think I want any other game. Well, I wanted Ancient Egypt a lot, and I'm kind of done with Egypt after Assassin's Creed, but that's not a bad thing. It was a really good game. But we did get to see the guys who made Firewatch's next game, which is also going to be like an Egypt-style game. Where did I just get fired up from? That building right there. I just took that to the face, but I think I killed him as I got shot, so. Was it, what are the name? Campo Santo? Santo Campo? The guys that made Firewatch, they're making a game where you're kind of like going through like Egyptian ruins in like what seems like the 90s or something. It's a really, really cool idea. And yeah, it just looks beautiful. Like, I really, really enjoyed Firewatch. I thought Firewatch was great. People have their issues with the ending and the progression of it and everything. I thought it was great. I really enjoyed that game. It was one that very much held my attention. I love games that are just focused on telling story. While it was very much felt a lot like a walking simulator, there was enough game in there to keep me, I guess, focused. Because a lot of the time, what people are referring to as walking simulators just lose me, like Dear Esther and games like that. They don't do it for me. But you know, we do what we do. We have what we have. So if I hang off the side of this building and throw a grenade down, does this count as me getting a climbing? No. That does though. Artillery bolts. So artillery bolts are another power 1 upgrades to our bolts. And they just have extra long range. So I'll show that off. Artillery bolt is equipped. Let's find some enemies. I don't see any enemies. Should be a guy down here. Whoa, 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 wee. So yeah, these are just really long range bolts. They fire slower, as you can see. They have a crazy good range to them. See, I can fire at this guy all the way back here. Well, I'm not hitting him because he's in cover. I think I just died. Yeah, there are games much more walker simulated than Firewatch. Firewatch felt like I was playing a really cool interactive story, while some walking sims just like everyone's gone to the Rapture is very much a walking sim, while Firewatch just felt more gamey to me, and I really like the art style and everything. I'm not sure which of these bolts I like the best. Detonation Blast. So this is an interesting power, which I'm not sure if I'm ever going to use it. But basically, you do the blast, and it sticks to them, and then when you shoot them, it blows them up. If Cole jumps when close to it, he'll harness the energy for a super jump. Really? Huh. Now that's pretty cool. Look at that. That's something new I never knew as well. Right, there's a whatchamacallit down here. Street performer. Let's go see what we can do about him. Yeah. We're near there. Yeah, we are near one. Let's go grab this. So, artillery bolt, you can see they go really far. They have kind of a dip on them. We can switch that out pretty easily. This is pincer bolt again. I think pincer bolt's pretty good, especially with my playstyle. So we'll stick with that for now.
Saw a couple of supply boats coming in. You should throw their stuff overboard. Burn it. Whatever.
That sounds comic. You think good Cole would throw supplies off boats? I don't. We need to try that new blast power with some enemies anyway. That means I could do with some more energy. Okay, so here they are. The enemies. Now I can shoot that like a grenade. Or they can get blown up like that too. And I like that these kind of foam in a little bit. So again, if we do this, see, it does some pretty good damage. So if I run down here and shoot this guy. Oh, come on, I'm trying to demonstrate powers, guys. Right, I'm just gonna grenade the hell out of you. Okay, so this is a pretty good place to show the artillery bolts off, actually. So they're pretty far away. And now I'm dead. Oh, I'm good at video games, I promise. Let's show them off from here. Wow. They gave everyone rockets in this game. They gave everybody rockets. Right, let's stop messing around. Let's do this. Okay, so actually, the pincer bolts are pretty bad for close range, it would seem. Yeah, so basically don't use pincer bolts if you're in a close-up fight. Doesn't really work that way. Where are the ones I'm missing? These? Where am I? There we go. Yeah, Death Stranding does look crazy. Such a cool looking game though. I mean, it's Kojima. What do you expect? I mean, I say that. I've only played 2 of his games. Well, I've finished 1 of his games. I've played like 3 of his games, 4 of his games. But I've only ever finished 1. Which is a little bit of a crime. Because his games are great. But I'm not a fan of stealth, is the problem. I'm just not very good at stealth. Hey, policeman. I got a present for you. Okay. I got another present for you. It involved not being killed by that grenade. Okay. Policemen are too clever. Take cover. Yeah, get whacked in the face by a car. That should have killed you. I think maybe the pincer blast is just too slow. I mean, they seem to home in, kind of. But look, look at how many shots that took. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great, game. Let's do another side mission.
Hey, I rigged up a camera that won't fry when you touch it. I was hoping you could send me back some useful intel. Let's make sure it works. I've seen electric-powered stuff around town we didn't have in Empire City. Some of it might be useful. See if you can get a few shots.
But how am I... Take a picture of an electric pole. Okay. Beautiful. 10 out of 10.
The militia's been robbing people at gunpoint. Sneak up on them and snap some evidence before you put an end to it.
Sneak... I'm not very good at the sneaking game. I like to just go in and shoot people. With my electric bolts. I don't see the mugging. There we go, beautiful.
Militia snatching people off the streets, never to be seen again. Let's get some evidence before you dole out the justice.
Wait, why did I just get a hostage rescued +5? I shouldn't have got good karma for that. I killed her. God damn it. Is there any... No? Okay. The launch poles, the vertical launch poles, remind me a lot of what they added in Assassin's Creed. Which are quite similar. These little points where you can kind of like zip up them. I can't remember when they added them. That may have been as early as 2. But for some reason I'm remembering 3 as being the one where you can zip up buildings quickly. Okay, so I have to take a picture of an abduction. Got it. Perfect. Now what happens if I kill everyone?
Hey man, these pictures rock. Very nice
Wait, so at all times, if I press R2, I take a picture? That's not going to get annoying. Oh, no good. I guess it just means for other side missions. Hello, Chewie. What do you want? He's just sat like next to me as a human. Chewie, why do you sit like a human? You do know you're a canine. He's so weird. Like he sits a bit like a bunny rabbit or something. Like he sits where his tail is, like on his bum, and puts his like 2 front paws up, and like looks at you like, "Hello, I'm a dog." He's such a weird animal. Anyway, let's do a big mission, big story mission, and that's how we'll probably end this first stream. Really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to this next mission if I remember it as the one I remember it as. I didn't think it was this early in the game though. Let's go. Oh, woo. Should try to pick up 3 more of those around here as well. Says there's one over here. There is indeed. And okay, we're going across here. I just love how colourful these areas are compared to... oh, there's a dude. Oh, it's a street performer. He's not a street performer anymore. Oh, hi. Oh, hey, guys. Any other blast cores around? It says there's one right here. I see it. I see it. If I could climb up to get it. Oh, that's going to be a hard climb. There we go. Just got to jump late. 14 out of 15. I want to get one more, and there's another street performer. What are you street performers doing? Thank you. There's more street performers popping up on my map. And cops. I wanted to get that car. Oh well. I don't have any power. Yeah. We must be close to tripping over into the next evil coal thing. That's the sentence. Karma rank. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. And then we've got blast core upgrade. Blast shard, energy power, whatever. Let's go do the story mission. And I just saw another blast shard. It's really addictive when you see a collectible in a game. You just have to go and grab it. Oh, there's another one over there. Stop placing so many. It's too addicting. Okay, where is this mission? Over here somewhere? Is it up on top of this building? I mean, I don't really want to climb the ladder, but hey, let's go. And here we go. Bertrand takes the stage.
Zeke, I'm in position for the rally, but I'm gonna stay out of sight until Bertrand takes the stage.
I'm just being shot at casually. Good.
Low profile.
I'm gonna die in the middle of this cutscene. Or it's gonna cut to black, you know, one of the two. 2 hours later. I'm pretty sure this is the mission I can remember. It's a big one.
Tonight, we face the gravest threat that this fair city has ever seen. The devil walks among us. Cole McGrath, the electric man. is here. Enumerate. I know.
Yeah! Go Bertrand! What'd I miss?
Basically, Bertrand's been telling everyone that, you're the devil.
Oh, nice.
Our forefathers bled and died in defense of this city. And history called upon them to stand against the enemy. Did they cower? No! They fought! To the last man.
Let's get the hell out of here. Figure something else out. Whoa. Hey, we gotta do this now, man. Otherwise, he's gonna kill Wolf.
You don't have to stay here, Sam.
Hey, man. I ain't going nowhere.
My men, these fine young men, are the guardians of this city. And they are all that stands between you and the freaks.
Oh, here we go.
And as God is my witness, we shall hunt them down.
I said monsters and mutants are in this game.
Destroy them all.
Up there, freaks!
Know what to do.
Out of my way.
Devil's coming through.
These guys really change up the combat. Now we start adding like mutants and crazy monsters into the mix. And again, combat melee is really good against these guys. Really, really good against these guys. Almost needed to use melee combat against them. Because they too are melee fighters, so you're going to have some sort of way to defend yourself against them. I don't know what I just did. There we go. Just laying down some grenades. I only see one red dot on my map right now, and it's over here somewhere, but I don't see what it's... Is it... Maybe I knocked one down here? Oh, yeah.
Hey, man! Bertrand's heading for his limo! You can still catch him!
It's definitely the mission I'm remembering. This is the part I remember very vividly from this game.
Another time, McGrath.
Oh, I can't keep up with my foot. I need to get to some higher ground.
I think it's very cool. Oh, come on, game, come on.
I'm losing him.
No, we're not going to lose him. Keeping up. Keeping up. Going down this street. Well, that didn't work. Definitely lost him now.
Come on.
I've definitely lost him now. I can't catch up with the limo. I'm stuck on the bloody ground. Yep. I'm very good at video games.
I'm losing him.
Why when I jump at a pole does Cole just not climb it? Why does it take 9 tries? I'm gonna be stuck in a loop.
I'm losing him.
Oh good. Oh good. Oh good. Oh good. Everything is falling apart. Right, let's catch up this time. I'm on the. I'm here. There we go. That was good.
Enough time you and I have a chat?
I got nothing to say to you.
cut the crap. You're gonna take me to Wolf. Now.
Wait. If I were you, I'd be more worried about my head.
I mean, do I fight this guy?
Hell? This is your town, man.
I think it just blew up, but I was going to change to pincer bolts. Well, this isn't fun. Back to the alpha bolt. It's just fun to fire faster like this. Oh, it just starts spinning and blowing up.
Yeah, huh? Hit me in the head again.
And there we go.
Damn, man. Quo never told us this town was overrun by a pack of inbred, shirtless crocodile freaks.
Oh man, I know. That's pretty cool, right?
Oh, completely. Totally makes up for the militia being here. And it even gets better. Man, I think I might have stumbled onto a lead to Wolf. Overheard some folks talking about a strange device they found down on Gaffney Street.
Alright, cool. I'll give it a look.
And there we go. I'm going to call that's it for the first stream. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to save the game. And we're going to be out of here. Tomorrow I'll be back with Ratchet & Clank Future Quest for Booty, where we'll probably finish the game because we're right near the end of it now. It's a pretty short game. And then on Monday we'll be back again, where I'll do a one-off stream of something. And then inFamous 2 on Tuesday, followed by Ratchet & Clank Crack in Time, probably starting on Wednesday, before we start Okami HD on Thursday. And also I spaz out about The Last Jedi probably sometime next week. That's going to happen. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, see you all next time. Goodbye!